Ow! Watch where you're going. Belle, there you are. Also, stop being so loud. The beast is gonna get us. I know, that's what I'm running from. What? Snow, spit it out. We don't have time for this. That ugly creature of a beast. He's right next to you. Wait. You guys, how many times do I have to tell you that he's my boyfriend? Ew. Yikes. But he's ugly. Anyway, he's obviously not who I'm running from. That's who I'm running from. It's the beast. Oh, my little princesses. You must have gotten out of your cage. Oh, don't be scared. The beast won't get you here. I'll protect you. Oh, hello. I didn't know Mama had guests today. No. Don't leave. Come closer. Sit down. Welcome to my home. And a little story? You're intrigued. I see it. Sit. Monsters, creatures, witches. Many people don't believe these types of entities exist. They don't think we're real. Oh, but my young, sweet fledgling. The truth is, they walk among us, among you. And in the YouTube realm, well, one has been getting, as you mortals would say, exposed. And the hat keeps falling off, so we're gonna throw this over there, right next to the princess that thinks she's escaping. Back in your cage. Oh, please, sit down. Let me tell you about a creature. No, a monster, a beast called Mr. Beast. A long time ago, 12 years actually, a man named James Stephen Donaldson would post his first video on YouTube called Worst Minecraft Saw Ever. From then on, the young James Donaldson would post video game content with Pokemon, Minecraft, and other virtual videos mostly focusing on video games. They did okay. He got some hits and some very low views until he posted a video with a call to action titled, "If this video gets 1 million views."
What's up, guys? As you can tell by the title, by the picture you're looking at, if this video gets 1 million views, I'll be happy.
In the video, James kept saying, "I would be so happy if this video would get 1 million views, but I also don't think it will."
I mean, chances are it's not going to get 1 million views. In fact, I can almost guarantee this video is not going to get 1 million views.
But if it does, I'll do something really cool, kids.
But if this video did get 1 million views, I would use the ad revenue to do something
like charity? Like those damn princesses?
Super epic that I already have planned.
Oh. The video would get over 12 million views. I'm not too sure what the something epic or something cool thing he did. All I continued to see were video game videos and many videos about PewDiePie, which makes perfect sense. He would average around 60 to 100,000 views per video. His PewDiePie videos would get him a couple million.
And I don't actually hate PewDiePie. I just want to see how many people would click on this video.
He was chasing the views, baby. But for a while, he was still averaging around mostly 50,000 views until he made a video with his face in the thumbnail.
Hear ye, the Black Ops 3 beta is upon us. Over the next 5 days, you encounter great frustration and great lag.
This, mortals, was the beast, but after that, his views would just average out again. So how did this young beast turn into the over 300 million subscriber having, ultra sugar candy chocolate bar making, fake lottery having, and game show coordinator where people think they're going to die, of a monster that people are calling him pretty much right now? Well, come closer, I'll show you the secret. Closer, a little closer. Gets even closer. Children. Lots and lots of children. And you know what? One of his employees would absolutely love that, as this individual really liked to take advantage of children. On July 21st, videos started to pop up about Ava Kris Tyson.
Beast had knowledge that Kris communicated with these people in an inappropriate way.
An American flag saying, "For America." Kind of weird. And this is them
meeting up in 2020.
Yesterday, Ava Kris Tyson of the Mr. Beast crew had a ton of evidence surface about horrible behavior with how they communicated with minors.
Ava is a longtime friend. They actually go all the way back to school. They used to sit at the lunch table and only talk about YouTube and video games. Ava is a very close friend with Mr. Beast and of course a collaborator with Mr. Beast as well, and appears in a lot of his videos. There was a lot of word and rumors for a while that she was inappropriate with minors, and specifically chat rooms. These chat rooms that YouTubers seem to like to have with minors. Maybe it's just part of the witch community, but us 30-something-year-old witches have absolutely nothing in common with 13, 14, and 15-year-olds. 18-year-old witches, for that matter. I'm just so confused as to what do you talk about? School? I haven't been in school for about 11 years, and I am not trying to go back to that. But at this time, when the inappropriate things about Ava came out, many people said that was back in the day. She was trying to be very edgy. They were just jokes. Well, like I say in all the videos that we talk about with YouTubers talking to minors, those minors grew up and many came out. And if one specifically came out with a video that showed the messages that were just jokes.
Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
Ava sent many messages, an overwhelmingly amount of messages to minors that were very inappropriate. She would call them daddy and daddies, and lastly sent, of course, adult videos to the minors on this Discord,
as well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway and Kris invited him after that, and Kris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Garry's Mod server for the 10 million subscriber Mr. Beast video. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Kris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different corn and hen videos throughout the time of me talking with him.
This would blow up. Many people were already angry with Ava because she is a trans woman and transitioned while she was collaborating with Mr. Beast. And many demanded that Mr. Beast take her off the show because they do not want Ava around their children. But Mr. Beast stood by his longtime friend and said, absolutely not. This will not affect our channel and she is staying with us. But when this extra information came out about Ava, many of those people who were already angry intensified, along with adding everybody else who were angry, because any logical person would be upset about a grown individual sending minors adults videos. And going forward, I know I'm gonna get comments saying, why don't you talk about, why don't you say the words? Because YouTube, honey. Many people aren't only getting their videos demonetized, they're getting their specific Mr. Beast and Ava videos taken off the internet, rejected.
Emoji, and it says, YouTube removed your content. And I read it, was like, not the
What?
megaphone emoji, like the
Disrespect.
I know. We have a 0, oh my god. Literally, the fact that what we were talking about and that this is the email we get is
Insane.
We have 0 tolerance for predatory behavior on YouTube. Content that sexualizes minors in any way is not allowed on YouTube.
What about calling out people
Yeah,
who
that was our
sexualize
point.
minors?
So I'm trying not to go too deep into this. I cast a little spell over my channel to help protect it. Ava was a very big fan of an artist who would create something that was very popular in the genre of creating art of children doing certain things. I think you can put that together. And Ava was a huge fan. Well, it comes out that Mr. Beast was also a fan of this art, and also a fan of the H word that I also cannot say, that has to do with a certain type of anime that you can't find, you know, midday or on children networks. You can find it on adults type sites. I won't show you the messages. Once again, the YouTube warlocks spells are a lot stronger than mine. So once things got very heightened, Ava would finally make a statement on X. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurts or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. Well, that was a bit of a cop-out, Ava. Of course, sending those type of adult type videos to minors is offensive to everyone except for people like your group. Fun fact, it's also illegal. So Mr. Beast would also put out a statement via Twitter as well, where he would say Ava's behavior online was disgusting, and he's hired his own independent third-party team to conduct a thorough investigation to get all the facts. He also removed Ava from the company, team, and his personal life. So I'm guessing that many people from Mr. Beast's team probably thought finally removing Ava from the team would dissolve the negative comments, the mass amount of videos that people are making from the commentary community toward the Beast himself and the corporation. But honey, after the removal of Ava, many of Mr. Beast's true nature started to show as well.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course. If you could post something and everyone in the world would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man on earth.
We're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negative.
Very smart with your money. Throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
So while the Ava and Tyson controversy was at its peak, another controversy would immerse and hit the top YouTuber of all time right in the butt. It was now Mr. Beast's turn, and from an alleged past employee who was spilling all the tea in a video titled, "I worked for Mr. Beast. He's a fraud," which has quickly racked up to over 10 million views. In the video, the creator wanted to make it absolutely clear that this video was not monetized. The video is about telling his experience about his past employer. Right smack dab in the beginning of the video, he says, "I made this video before all of the things came out about Ava, but many people around Ava knew everything about her. Everything. Like the videos, being attracted to younger people, as in children. And they were well aware of the inappropriate behavior, which really lit up everybody's anger toward Mr. Beast and those rumors that he knew."
That's been out for a while. People have internally known at the company that like Kris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, or they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew, so.
People call us witches disgusting and damn us to hell, honey. These people are the true beasts. All we do is give these children apples so we can take their youth. This is disgusting. Now, the creator of the video said that everyone knows or knew that Ava would use her power of being an influencer to lure children into these chat rooms and say disgusting things and try to take advantage of them. Now, there's nothing been proven about Mr. Beast taking advantage of children in that way, but there is a lot of evidence that he has taken advantage of them in a different way. He had a different goal. He didn't want to touch them, as we know. He wanted their parents' money.
Step one is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority. Mr. Beast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards to his loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake.
Dogpack 404's only video would disclose many things about the popular influencer. Like his contests are a complete fraud. He basically fakes them all. He gets people excited, he tells them to hit the subscribe button and buy his merch. You'll have a chance to win $1 million. You'll have a chance to come on his show and win all this money. And there's like a few lucky watchers that get to come and be in the competition, like 1 or 2. But then all the other contestants are actually his employees, family, friends, you know, like Ava.
Shitty CGI, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right? I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend.
The video was almost an hour long, and I thought Dogpack 404, this little witchy girl, has a lot of things to do. Bells to cast. It's almost Halloween, sweetie. Trick or treat. But this video went by so fast, I was at the edge of my seat because I always think that YouTubers start out great, but then they see the views, they see the money. They see how much power they can have as their views, subscribers, and money increases. And that's all they can think about. How can I get more. They start chasing the number over and over and over again. They want more and more and more with each milestone. I mean, 300 million subscribers? How? You want me to think that he got that big by being good? That is a whole nother level of suspicious. Many YouTubers get sucked in and overtaken by the power that they think they have. That feeling of being untouchable. And quite frankly, they'll do whatever it takes to be at the top with all that power. Such things like protecting horrible people, being a horrible person, and doing horrible things. And it seems like that's Mr. Beast, and it's slowly unfolding. Now, I personally enjoyed the video, but Mr. Beast and his crew did not, and is trying to get the video completely off the internet. But just between, you know, me and you, only you, right? I and about 1,000 other people already downloaded the whole thing. So unfortunately for Mr. Beast, Ava, and the rest of the team that knows what's going on behind the scenes, it will live forever on the internet. But they are working hard to swipe everything. On August 1st, Mr. Beast's team would send the ex-employee a cease and desist letter for the video. They said that he's disclosing sensitive and confidential information, which made many people think, so then the information in the video that you're trying to take down is true.
For random subscribers, if you subscribe, you will not win $1 million.
Well, Dog Guy 404 did not cease or desist, and the video is still up for now. But what's happening is that the man who posted this video has gotten his number leaked and getting threatened that Mr. Beast's team is legally going to have a private investigator follow him and try to get any dirt on him to take him down and expose him. Which, if they did find something, he only has one YouTube video. Are you going to end his YouTube career? Because it's not really a career, but sending out all these cease and desist letters, getting videos taken down constantly of creators talking about this has bitten Mr. Beast right in his butt. Because the public is saying, you guys are going through all of this when you could just address, you know, what's in the video and prove him wrong. Show us the evidence. Are you guys gonna do that? Boom! Second cease and desist letter. So they sent out a final warning saying that Dogpack 404 embarked on a campaign against Mr. Beast to disparage the Mr. Beast company and defame the good man named Jimmy. And lastly, it stated that everything in the video is completely untrue and that Dogpack 404 was breaking his non-disclosure agreement, and Dogpack's response to that was, well then prove that I'm breaking it. And I have yet to see Jimmy or the Mr. Beast company prove anything. They just keep trying to take videos down and throw Ava out the window and say, she did it all. She likes the children. Nobody else knew about this. But since we're on the topic of the Mr. Beast games, let's get into the very last controversy. Ready for the Beast Games, mortals? Well, people who signed up aren't having a great time. Recently, Mr. Beast's show, The Beast Games, would get picked up by Amazon. It's a reality TV competition, totally not rigged, filming in Las Vegas, and was inspired by the Squid Games. So Squid Games is a fictional deathmatch competition where Mr. Beast took a little bit too much of inspiration from, you know, that popular Netflix series, because people are worried of their physical health because they think they're gonna die. The Beast Games is conducted over several days where people participate in some good old clean fun, or so they thought. The production is a shit show and unprepared for the scale, making decisions as they go along. The bare bones medic staff on site is not adequate and we're overwhelmed. Apparently the food is scarce. They only eat porridge, like that idiot that entered the house of the three bears.
Several contestants also said that they had not been warned about how little they would be given to eat and how infrequently. They described going on long stretches without being fed by the production. One said she had gone over 20 hours, both during the games and while they were in Las Vegas before and after filming. Contestants said they had expected the production to provide them with meals for the duration of their time in Nevada. One meal, described by several contestants, included a teeny portion of cold oatmeal, one hard-boiled egg, and a few pieces of raw vegetables.
People are getting hurt, bones are getting broken.
Some of the contestants left the competition arena on stretchers. A contestant said, though it was unclear if any of those contestants had faced serious medical conditions. Another described watching fellow contestants vomiting and appearing to pass out. There were several hospitalizations.
The women have limited or no access to pads or tampons, so there's a lot of blood. There's also a lot of blood because of the broken bones and getting beat. Apparently for the games, the men decided, or you can pick your team, so the men were like, let's all be on a team together against the women and take them out pretty easily.
And as hard as possible.
And they are. And many of this came to light because of one woman who got out of the show, and everyone is saying, oh, you're just jealous of Mr. Beast. He's Mr. Beast, he's the goat. I mean the beast, which is better than a goat. Goats are small, beasts are big. But now all of a sudden people are believing her as more and more people from the games, men and women, are coming out and saying, nah, that's how it was.
I have personally worked in entertainment and on sets for almost 2 decades, and what is going on here is beyond disgusting and extremely dangerous.
And now that many people are believing her, they are starting to send messages to Rosanna, and she is sharing them online a lot. And one of the things is that Mr. Beast didn't want to pay for any benefits.
Jimmy and his team specifically requested that Beast Games be non-union. This is for a few reasons. Mainly so Jimmy wouldn't have to pay the crew benefits, but also these unions require very strict safety guidelines. From what I'm hearing as well, Mr. Beast's team was in charge of hiring the crew and they couldn't find enough non-union people to hire, so they were forced to hire union members. The Mr. Beast team still said they would not pay anyone's benefits.
Oh, and I forgot, that's the other food that the crew members get. They get the chocolate bar, which I want to make a whole separate video about because apparently there's a lot going on with that.
We just launched our new Feastable bar, which is new branding and an all new formula. It tastes amazing. I like it.
But on his show, apparently they handed out the bars to people and filmed them with it, dancing around with it, being happy, and then they snatched that sucker back, put it on the shelves of Walmart so they can make some money, and then threw them the porridge. Well, Rosanna's videos are mysteriously getting taken down, deleted, and suppressed.
So this isn't quite the video I thought I'd be filming today, but apparently the first video I made about Mr. Beast and his Beast Games is being suppressed and restricted on TikTok as of today.
And like I said, that has actually been happening to a lot of YouTubers and other TikTokers. They notice the video is getting depressed, demonetized, age restricted. I mean, we can't have the children see that Mr. Beast is a fraud. We want to keep them in that little magical world. All the princesses are okay, sweeties. Don't worry, they always win. And many of these videos are getting blocked in all countries, even in America. So people think, and I agree, that Jimmy has his hands connected to YouTube. We think that he's somehow very close to the top people of Google. I mean, he does pull the most amount of views, he has the most amount of subscribers, and he's always on trending, no matter what, which means he's making the most money. A company's whole goal is to make money, and a lot of it. And as you know, Google and YouTube is a company. Why wouldn't they protect a YouTuber that fills their pockets and suppress the others that are trying to take him down and expose him for what he really is? I mean, even with the evidence against Ava, writers, news networks are manipulating the titles to make it look like it was the transphobia as to why Ava got let go or stepped away.
This type of shit right here, Rolling Stone author Charisma Matarang, is bad faith journalism. So yesterday we talked about Kris Tyson, a Mr. Beast cast member that's been accused now of grooming several young boys. Has nothing to do with gender, sexual identity, politics, religion, height, weight, hair color. Why is this the headline? Ava Kris Tyson steps away from all things Mr. Beast amid transphobic. If I read just that headline and stopped reading, I would think that Kris left because people were being mean to Kris.
For some reason, YouTube, TikTok, news outlets wants to protect these types of people and suppress the rest. I wish I had an ending to this story. We'll see when it comes out. Do we have to add an update? Oh yes, we do. Since I filmed this video, Dogpack literally said F you to Mr. Beast and his cease and desist letters, and posted video number 2 that got over 10 million views within a few days, and said, there will be more.
To harass my people. It will be about serious allegations of sexual misconduct in the company and your direct involvement in covering up those crimes. And I'll make sure to give you full credit and plaster your face all over the screen when we talk about that.
He also interviewed a past employee who basically said that he was Mr. Beast's dance monkey.
Purposefully kept to the shadows a little bit. I'm in the cutting room floor a lot of the time. But I've been in some videos, I've worked on a lot of them. I was there from 2019 to 2020, 2021-ish when I came back and did some.
And this employee was ready to say everything. According to Jake, everything was great at first, but started getting very twisted once Mr. Beast turned more into a corporation.
There when they were authentic, and then I saw the transition to what I feel like is a company. He's like a TV show.
Jake said that Jimmy, or Mr. Beast, did not want anyone getting more popular than him and made sure to keep people around him who had less power than him so that they couldn't leave, or that they felt obligated to stick around and keep their mouths shut.
Oh, that's so good to say. I don't like Jimmy. I hate you so much. He didn't want anyone to get more popular or have more of a way out necessarily. Like, oh, I'm doing my Twitch thing on the side. Don't do that because you could get famous and leave and talk about me negatively.
And then they got into the conversation about Mr. Beast challenges.
I just built this bunker, and these two people who have never met each other are going to attempt to live down here for the next 100 days.
Jake was supposed to receive $300,000 to stay in confinement for 100 days.
They were like, you're gonna be locked in this room, and we gotta make sure you're on all the time. We're gonna have cameras on you all the time.
If you're unaware, Mr. Beast always does these types of videos. In fact, he supposedly does similar things himself.
I'm going to attempt to spend the next 7 days in solitary confinement.
They are most likely fake. I'm not sure why people would think that it's real, but you know, his stuff is for kids.
I am hungry. I am hungry.
As for Jake's 100 days in confinement, it was pretty real, but Mr. Beast's assistant would always come in and ask him to pretty much lick Jimmy's butt cheeks.
He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans? You know how hard it was to do a take of that and pretend to make it genuine?
Eventually, Jake would leave and would get paid off by Mr. Beast, but during their agreement, he ended up getting another man fired who really needed the job.
And I said my piece and he backed me up. I said, I need XYZ or I'm out of here. And they said, bet, and they gave me a severance check the next day. And they gave him a severance check the next day. And if I knew he was gonna lose his job too, I wouldn't have done it.
After that interview, Jake was unstoppable and he posted a video to his own channel. And baby, by that thumbnail, he's excited to talk about this.
Rich and famous and powerful people, you know, they're the ones who often get away with this kind of thing, you know?
Another update that happened, H3H3 actually interviewed a past employee that said jokes about SDX with children was a regular thing with these people.
But everyone was consistently making these jokes wildly inappropriate about his like 5-year-old kid.
Ew.
And so,
Whoa.
I know.
Like what?
And so, like, gonna go home and insert name. Like,
what?
The craziest thing.
Who was saying that?
I know. Well, Ava, Jimmy, it was like the thing. It was like funny edgelord kids.
The past employee also alleges that Mr. Beast was also a fan of the LOLI type art, if you want to call it art.
I had worked there for like 2 weeks when they were like, yo, you mess with bro. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
And then added a little dig at another recently exposed YouTuber.
So yeah, it was just nuts. I think Cody Co should start working there.
I personally think that if the top companies want you to stay successful, you will. And they will protect you. And I personally think that this monster, or beast, will keep walking through his palace without a care in the world. Because he's got the view, he's got the money, he's got the power. Thank you so much for coming to my home. I've really enjoyed it. You've got to come back more. Watch out for all those monsters out there. They're all around you. I know they like to say that we're the monsters, but all we're trying to do is protect you. Ta!
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrum.